What's up, guys? It's Chris with Murphy Firearms Training, and I have a new toy. This is a Taurus PT 1911, and I picked this up used just a few days ago. I want to show you that it is in fact unloaded. Also want to show you this monstrous muzzle brake here, and I'm going to go ahead and close this up. It has a 24-pound spring in it, and that is because it has a Clark's Custom Gun 460 Roland conversion kit in it. So I picked this up used, and it's a cartridge that I'm really interested in. It's not really popular, but it's a really cool cartridge. And so the only thing I've done to it other than take it to the range and run 20 rounds through it, 10 hand loads and 10 Underwood 460 Roland loads through it just to see how it does and to test my hand loads, is I put the Hogue finger groove rubber grip that was on my Ruger on this, since it kicks a little harder than a standard 45 ACP, and I put the wooden grips back on my Ruger. So anyway, really impressed by this Taurus PT 1911. Was a little unsure. It's an all-steel gun, and was just a little unsure about fit and finish and all, but really good-looking gun, really great shape. Picked this up used again, so you'll be seeing a bunch of videos about the 460 Roland and also some trigger pulls on this PT 1911. The other day I pulled out the trigger gauge just for fun and was surprised for a Taurus how good it did. So, and it says on the slide caliber 45 ACP, but this has a Clark Custom 460 Roland conversion in it. To focus here, you can see it for yourselves. Clark 460R. I really didn't know what to expect with a Taurus. I've had some good and some bad. And I think this just matches up really nicely with this gun. Slightly different finish on the muzzle brake, but overall really nice. Good fit and finish on the gun. Shot really well. Had 20 rounds through it the other day at the range. Gonna go get the trigger pull gauge and just show you guys the trigger pull on this. Broke out the Ruger just to compare the two. So this is the Ruger SR 1911 here. I have this locked open just to show you guys it is unloaded. And we're going to do a trigger pull comparison on these two guns. Got my Lyman trigger pull gauge here. So let's get started. So, gonna go ahead and give this Taurus a trigger pull. Set this up and give it a pull. Let's see what we get. Gotta pull the, gotta push the palm safety. You can't pull the trigger on a 1911 without pulling the palm safety here. 4 pounds, 13 ounces. Do 2 or 3, see how they do. Okay, trying to go right here in the center and straight back. 4 pounds, 10 ounces. And one more just for fun. So right in that 4.5 pound range, not bad. 4 pounds, 14 ounces. So a little over 4.5 pounds. Now, just for comparison's sakes, I've got my Ruger SR 1911. We're going to go and see. So 3 pounds, 10 ounces. Wow, consistent. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. And one more. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. So, the Taurus is running about a pound heavier. So it's definitely not as good of a trigger as, say, the Ruger, but I'm pretty happy with this gun. Overall, pretty happy with the trigger, pretty happy with the gun. I bought this gun because it had the Clark 460 Roland conversion in it. So, kind of wanted to show you the trigger pull. It is a very crisp trigger pull. I was surprised at how good it is. Apparently not as good as my Ruger, but still pretty good. So, and I guess when you're shooting that much, when you're shooting ammo with that much oomph, I guess an extra pound on the trigger doesn't really matter. But anyway, decent sights, not great. It's got the weird Taurus 2-dot sight system where the dot on top lines up with the dot on bottom. Not a huge fan of that. Black on black sights. May change those sights out eventually, but right now this is a range toy. It does have an ambi safety, which I think is cool. I'm not left-handed, so it doesn't help me, but, you know, overall, not a bad gun. So, wanted to show you a few close-ups of that. It's got some scratches on it. I'll show you some close-ups here. You'll see some wear here and there on the gun. Especially on this side. You'll see a few places here and there, but overall, not bad. So anyway, why did I pick the 460 Roland? So I already have a 45 ACP and enjoy shooting 45 ACP. Big fan of the 45 caliber in general, and I've always wanted a 10 millimeter, and you know, just always wanted one. And everybody talks about how you know it's so powerful and it's so great, and so I kind of wanted a powerhouse of a semi-auto, and I looked at the 10 mil and I thought, well, it's not even really as good as a 357 Magnum, and you know, and I got the chance to shoot one recently. It's the first time I've shot a 10 mil, and I just wasn't impressed. I really felt like my 45 ACP was about the same amount of recoil and about as effective. So I did a little digging online, found the 460 Roland, and realized this is what I actually wanted. This 45 caliber bullet that's well above most 357 Magnum loads, and on the light end of 44 Magnum in a semi-auto handgun. And that's kind of what I was looking for, and that's why I went with this. Unfortunately, it's not a very popular caliber, but I'm pretty well known for not picking popular calibers, so I'm okay with that. But looking forward to doing a bunch of videos with this and showing it to you guys. So anyway, keep an eye out on the channel. You'll see a bunch of comparison videos with this gun, comparing it to 45 ACP, 357 Magnum, 10 mil, you name it, both on the range and ballistically on paper. So keep an eye out for that. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate your support. Thanks, guys.